is a King A.D.S. music production.
What's up? It's your man. I'm back again. I'm on the case doing what I'm supposed to, and that's spreading that good energy to you any way that I know how. So I'm on it. And today I'm out here in the sunshine yet again. We've been having some weird weather. There's internal storms with people, external storms in the world. We got solar storms, and now we got the calm before the storm was there, and now we actually we're at the calm of the storm right now, aren't we? We at a precursor to what could be a historic, monumental moment. I dare even say, but World War III. I'm not too much of a political guy, so I don't really like to get myself entangled or with any of that kind of stuff. I'm an artist, and I use my expression through artistic means, music, visual, things like that. Other than that, I'm a person of substance who believes in studying, always learning and growing and trying new things. Since it's a human and spiritual experience all at the same time, I'm always trying to find that energy, express that energy, and turn that into, negatives and the positives, so on and so forth, make new things happen, challenge myself to grow. And I know that there's a lot of you out there that are real positive, and you are out there on your grind too, and I see you, and I love it. Right now, though, people as a whole need to understand the importance of all the things that I don't know if you guys watch my other videos. I hope you did. I hope you didn't sleep on me just because, I don't know, I wasn't pushed by somebody that has a bunch of money to back them or something like that. The internet with social media and stuff was made for normal people to connect, not just corporations and hype, you know what I'm saying? If you think that you real and you only follow hype, then you part of the problem and not a solution at all. You're not really doing anything, you know what I'm saying? You making other people that don't care about you extremely rich and extremely powerful so they can shove you into the corner. So when I get up on here and I try to free another slave so they can do their own thing, I feel good about myself. And whether you hear the message or not, I know that I care about you. I know that I didn't sleep on you. I didn't front on you. I always brought the truth in my music. I've always brought the truth in my art. And as best as I could, I've always brought the truth to you from my heart and soul and mind. You know what I'm saying? This isn't just stuff that I get from other people and then get up on here like, oh yeah, I heard that, so I'm gonna say that next. That's not it at all. Y'all don't get me twisted ever in your life. People that know me well know that I've always been like this. I study my lessons. I learn. I'm humble. I like to learn. So just because of the fact that you hear somebody that's got 1 million followers and they say something and I might say something similar, you have no idea that I've been saying this since I was 19, 20 years old. You have no idea. So, I don't want to get that twisted, but there are many people out here in the world that I do see eye to eye with. You know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing. And I know I see eye to eye with a lot of y'all. You know what I mean? So right now, it's all about being independent and making your own choice, knowing what acceptance, belief is, all those things, and faith. I went over all these things. I even made a prediction about how the future may play out. And I said that there were patterns to the way that this thing breaks down. I don't know if y'all believe me, but now you see what's happening around you. And you see how it's just like anything else that could be made in this world. It starts out as a concept, then it's physically created, and then over time it takes on a life of its own. So after that, it's no longer in control of the creator, but the beholder. Now the beholder can decide to be either constructive or destructive. So systems are put in place with ideal measures for people to thrive and to have equal rights and all those things. So in the hands of a good person, that's awesome. In the hands of a tyrant, it is the worst thing you could ever imagine. And all you have to do to understand that is get into your history a lot deeper. And also I would suggest, everybody in the world, not just black people, but I would like to say to black people, you got to get over, in order to learn and get to your highest level of understanding, you're going to have to get over the white black thing when studying facts, because not all the truth and information is pretty. It's just information. That's how I got it. See what I'm saying? It's just information. And it's like as if there is something watching you, if it sees you get emotional, kick and scream, not ready to take in the lesson, it's going to say you ain't ready. See what I'm saying? So you're going to continue to live in a situation that's not ideal for you. You know what I mean? That's what's going to end up happening, because you're not ready to accept truths and just move on. Just take it in as information. For you, it's information. You're not living what those other people lived at that time, but it is information. So, you know, to take that information in is important so you can get the whole story. And there's so much to the story, because it starts, you know, as we all know, right there in Mother Africa. It goes up to Northern Africa and Egypt, spans out across the lands from Turkey all the way up into the higher northern nether regions and up into the Arctic regions and things to that nature, and then comes back down through Assyrian regions and such, which these people are still in a power structure today. And all you need to do is follow the history and clues. And even in all those what you call religion, to me, starts to seem more like people who have just been around a whole lot longer than us, maybe even do come from somewhere different, right? But the thing is that they got our number because they understand structure, all those things. They've seen it before. We're the babies. We're the ones who don't get it. You know what I'm saying? We're the youngest kids. We step into the conversation in the middle, not in the beginning when it's getting formed, not in the end when it's getting resolved, but we're right in the middle. So we're children. It's just like you could relate it to when you're growing up. You know, you're a little kid, you come in the room, parents and grown-ups is talking, you don't know what they're talking about. You're a kid, you know, but it's fascinating because you come into it in the middle of the story, you know. So that's the same thing with our life and our existence and our timeline. We come into this story right in the middle, not really understanding what's going on. But you can see the evolution of every creation, these things called cities that are actually machines, right? They're actually machines. They project certain images to a mass amount of people for a certain result, the end game of the person who invested the most, which is usually a group, which usually were people who pooled resources together, then later became vouchers, which became money. So you can kind of see what's going on there. You know what I'm saying? Trade for one dividend, trade for substance, all those things get you power and influence. They were called influencers then. I'd like you to see the language today, influencer now. I'm just trying to say, I just want to make it clear to you that it's more than just other people saying things, man. The reason I like them so much is because I feel like we're one and the same, peas in a pod. And if you feel like I do, then we're peas in a pod too. If you're a seeker of truth, information, you don't let nobody tell you who you are. You don't let anybody dictate your narrative about who you are, your truth. And that's language I don't like to use. I believe there is one truth. So the one truth of who you are, your best you, all those things, you don't let anything deter you, you know, then you're like me. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're not falling into a construct that was designed to keep you basically a slave, mental and spiritual shackles and chains. You never get rid of them because you'll be afraid to face the truth and your own shortcomings and things like that, which make you emotional. And if you're ruled by your emotions, you're going to lose. See, it's simple as that. As simple as that. So you have to learn all those disciplines, all that knowledge to understand why you need to learn those disciplines, because there's levels to intelligence. Did you know that? Did you know that there is actual base intelligence is whether you could grasp a topic or not, okay? Whether you could even talk about it, right? So after that, there's knowledge, which is the practice of the topic, right? You put it into practice. And then wisdom at the end is the experience from putting it into practice, i.e., when you say there's book smarts and street smarts, in other words, you could say this is how you study it and this is how it actually goes, right? There's little tricks of the trade, as we always say, tricks of the trade. That's where that comes in. So If you're like that, then you're like me. We're on the same path. We're on the same journey. We believe that anything is possible and it's our right to be free, to grow and experience this world at the best way we can. And we also want to help people. We want the light to shine through people, just like it was able to shine on us or through us. And have we always had a perfect life? No, not at all. Don't ever believe that. It's been a rough ride. It's been a weird ride, actually. Sometimes not so rough, but really awkward and weird. If not rough in one way, then rough in another. You know what I'm saying? I'm an only child, but I wasn't spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have money like that. You know, I have my relatives with me growing up. They all were in New York and other places. I'm from New York. Honestly, like I said, I don't know if y'all watch my other videos, but if you do, you'll know that what I'm saying, I come consistent with this, and it is me. And I've also been going through more of a transformation in these times, getting the confidence and courage to actually start speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just a guy. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff out here. You may not know me, but that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you get to know me? Why don't you get to know me? I try to get to know you. Why don't you get to know me? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You want to talk about community, society? You want to talk about futures and stuff? Come on, where's the connectivity at then? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Come on with your boy. Come on with your man. You know what I'm saying? I got a homie who always like, I don't say boy anymore, I say man, so I'm gonna do it like him. I say, come with your man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm spreading that good energy to you, always bringing you the truth. And yeah, right now you see power plays again. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts and love to the regular people that aren't insane over in Russia and Ukraine and everywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody want war to pop off for no reason. You know what I'm saying? More than just development of power struggles and information control. You know what I'm saying? It's really over information is what I believe. I believe it's over free trade information and people wanting to know what kind of relationships are being made, so on and so forth. That would be my inclination to the situation. I don't even know all this stuff going on. You want to know why? Because I have to focus on the portal being open. I have to focus on staying calm and collected and focus on the goal at hand. Even if everything falls apart, guess what I'm going to do? Focus even harder. You won't hear from me. I will be on the grind. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing now. For some reason, the portal wants to open up for me again, the creative channel that has no time attached to it. Don't know when the message is coming or how or why it's coming, but it does. So there's more stuff to do. I'm on a journey. I'm on a mission. Some of the stuff that I released now got pushed back from years ago. So that's also still coming. I hope you check out all the new stuff. One Nation Under a Green Cloud. I hope you check out the Smoke Screen and Quarantine album. I hope you check out the Elevated Soul Presents A.D.S. Day One project that came out in 2006. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you check out my very first project that came out in 1997 on Heat Records. It's called Ayaya the Shadow featuring Bad Luck, the EP. I hope you check that out. I hope you check out The Almighty Grind. It's the rock band I sing with. I hope you check out everything I've been down with. I hope you check out my fam, you know what I'm saying, and come along with us on this journey, because you're going to like what you get when you come inside. You know what I'm saying? So it's cold out there. Come on in. Come on in. You know what I mean? And we got a whole lot more to get into, and we got a whole lot more to say and a whole lot more to dig with each other. But I just wanted to reach out with you real quick, put a little bit of blocks in place, and you know, express it the way it should be expressed. And I'm really happy to see so many awakened minds out there, or people just starting to get on a journey. Oh, mind you, as I've said in other videos, that the awakening is never nice. It's always a rude awakening, as they say, and that's where it comes from, because your reality will get shattered to pieces. You will not go backwards ever again. You will not go back to using the same old tools. You have changed. Don't try to go back. It'll be very painful, but you go through whatever that you got to deal with. Listen when the guidance is coming. Roll with it. Roll with it and keep learning. You don't need to be around everybody else to keep learning. You just need to keep learning. And also, before I go, I feel like I was touching on it, but you know, that video that I made, possible predictions for the future, that I said this, that there's cycles to this. And I believe today, my other inkling is that that's what they meant by the horsemen. The horseman was a figurative explanation of who these power figures were and how they play their role around the world. Okay, so you have strife, famine, what was it? Famine, um, strife, famine, pestilence, and then death, right? Boom, there you go. And in order, as I said, there were cycles throughout history when nations begin to fail under debt, like when their overhead supersedes their profits, and they don't correct it, and their system devaluates itself. It devalues, and then they start to go under. There's nothing they can do because they're no smarter than you. There's the secret for you. But yeah, these cycles, they start up. Like I said, first there'll be a deficit, right? And then your idols and everything that inspires you, whether it's generational by time or whatever, they begin to drop off. So you get real bummed out. Then there's a shortage of supply. So in other words, they're manipulating your supply chain, which is a war tactic. Because if you want to go against an enemy, you want to fortify your spot. What you want to do is cut off their supply, so they're weak and they're deterred from fighting. Just like you, you'll be discouraged to get up and follow your dreams and be yourself. You'll start falling into your emotions and become a lower animal. And then so they can guide you. An animal can be fucking tricked. You can give a stray dog food and stuff. It'll start being loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? You can tame packs of wild animals by doing shit like this. I hope y'all don't miss the boat, man. You getting led all day. So now they're gonna go off with that, right? And they start controlling you. And then guess who comes in at the end? The merchant of death. The main one who make more money than anyone, to make more money than anybody. You think you doing something? It's funny. So yeah, these guys have been doing this over and over, and I mean, that's how old it is. It's biblical. It's biblical. Oh my goodness. I mean, how much more you want to get on it? That's wild, right? It flips my mind too. I had to let it out. I'm sorry, I had to let it out. But I hope I don't scare nobody or nothing like that, but I love you. I love you so much. And if you've been rolling with me throughout the earlier years till now, from MySpace times all the way up into Instaham times and Face Mush times and all that, and corporate tube times now. I call everything corporate now because it's not for people anymore. They done screwed everything up. All that shows up is partners or people in the pocket. Everybody's a plant. All these people who start big groups, they become moderators, and guess what they do? They get all their numbers up, and then they shut out the public like they fucking earned all that shit. The thing that really happened was other people were bringing people in. That's what created the traffic. They don't care only about you, man. So why are you doing that? Why? Because you another one. You the same, like father, like son. Oh, I want everybody to be in until it's about me. Now I don't want anyone else getting in unless they're me or someone who sound like me. You don't give opportunities, man. You close doors. You part of the problem. I don't want to hear from you, man. I don't want to see you. Don't even fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with you like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, I love you. Everybody stay up, be strong. And if you are with your boy, man, holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Let's get down. Let's get down. Let's build. Let's grow. Let's move forward. All right, y'all. Mad love. Peace.